Plas Tanyrallt, the main part of the house, was built in 1800 by a man called William Maddox. He was an extraordinary 18th century entrepreneur and happened to be a friend of the poet Shelley, who came to live here in 1812 and only left after an incident involving a ghost who shot at him in the night. Following on from the William Maddox period was a family called Graves, who discovered a slate quarry in Blaenau Festiniog and became extremely wealthy. From then on, their family largely dominated the people who lived here until 1985. They sold it to a Steiner school, which lasted about 15 years before we came here. What we actually did was create something that we would like to visit, and something that is homely and about making it relaxed and comfortable. So this is somewhere that you come and spend the weekend like in a country house.
One of the interesting things about how we did the interior of the house is it was a bit like how we came to have a boutique hotel. It was sort of a really comfortable accident, because, as Michael was saying, the fusion of his sort of modern design tastes and my more traditional sort of antique design tastes coincided with actually what was happening, where people were kind of having a piece of antique furniture in a room, but everything else maybe coming from IKEA, or that whole move away from very chintzy kind of interiors in houses.
We have 7 bedrooms in all, and what we wanted to do was design them all individually, responding to the rooms, and also to give people a choice so that they can sort of get a feel for which room they prefer. Because you can have modern bathrooms but with some sort of nice decorative pieces in it. But each one is individual, so we encourage people to look at the web and see and sort of pick which room they want.
We both love sort of strong colour, and we were trying deliberately to suppress it, but of course it oozed its way out. And now it's made a really nice contrast. Rooms like the dining room, which actually are painted in a kind of off-white colour. We've got one wall that's painted in a deep plum colour, so it's got an accent wall. And the library, I bought a few things and we put them in there, and suddenly it kind of had to be orange. The bathrooms are strong turquoise.
The whole idea is it's a social experience. So, because what we do is we serve drinks in the drawing room before dinner, and then everybody sits down together at about 8:15. So you can meet lots of different people and have really interesting conversations. And the food which Nick is in charge of here, working with our chef Nathan, is what we term it contemporary country house cuisine. So it's a 3-course set menu with canapes beforehand and coffee and petit fours afterwards. And it's about using the best local ingredients like salt marsh lamb. I mean, Wales is incredibly well known for lamb, and you can almost see the fields. They're actually just to the left where the lambs come from that we serve here.
It's more Jamie Oliver than Michelin dining. Although the presentation's very good, because we're very lucky to have a very good chef, and we've got wonderful Welsh black cattle, so the beef here is very good too, and in season the crab from the Llyn Peninsula is fantastic. We have some people locally who grow speciality mushrooms. We have people locally, we get all our eggs locally, duck eggs, hen eggs, even quail eggs. There's a lot of local produce, and funnily enough, the other things which you can't readily grow here quite often come from Ireland, because we're so close. Holyhead's only 50 minutes away.
The house itself faces south, looking over the Glaslyn estuary to the Rhinog Mountains beyond. So there's a wonderful view across the fields to the estuary and then the mountains. And to the east we have Snowdonia and the mountains of Snowdon itself. And to the west the Llyn Peninsula with Pwllheli and Llanbedrog and Aberdaron and all the beautiful beaches to visit there. There's the castles of Harlech and Criccieth and Carnarvon. There's Portmeirion, and there's wonderful walks either on beaches or on mountains. And there's golf, of course, the championship course at Royal St David's in Harlech, and then the particularly beautiful course at Nevin out on the Llyn Peninsula, which is either great for golfers or the most wonderful walk down to a little cove with a village called Port Dynllaen and a rather nice pub.